Then followed by a woman called Effurun. The Effurun was the one who founded Effurun Kingdom in Warri. People they think are Igbo people, they are Ijaw. The Uwe Kingdom, that is a brown woman who marries an Obo man and gave birth to that nation. I'm very, very elated, very Meleka, to receive you in the ancient city of Arabo. The Arabo people are from century AD. That was when we moved from Bayelsa, presently Bayelsa.
So yeah.
Yes, to Arabo. First, with our brothers, we didn't just move. When we were to leave, something happened in Baram. Baram is a very ancient town.
Yeah, Asian.
Something happened in Baram. We don't discuss it. When we were moving, the Arabo people were the eldest of the Baram family. The Kabo people are the people you see in Patani. Those are our brothers. Life and direct. Through Kabo, gave birth to Tumowe. That is why you have the Tumo people. They are same family. Then followed by a woman called Effurun. The Effurun was the one who founded Effurun Kingdom in Warri. People they think are Igbo people, they are Ijaw. The Uwe Kingdom, that is a brown woman who marries an Obo man and gave birth to that nation. Till today, any Arabo king passing through Warri, he will stop at the front of the Uwe's palace. Oh, these are my brothers. They receive us. A sister of Arubowe gave birth to that kingdom, followed again by the Oprosa people, the people in Baramatu, those are our brothers. So when we moved from Baram, because of what happened, exactly in 736 AD, 736 AD, when they moved, we stopped briefly at Effurun and now moved to Oprosa. The whole of Baramatu, those are part of the Baram family. They are our brothers, same mother, same father. Then we stayed there together for a while, for about 37 years, before the Arabo people moved. The Arabo man was the eldest. That is why in all this movement, the Arabo man, being the eldest family, held to himself because the eldest of the family has to continue to worship the war god, the Banawe Besu, which today we call Banawe Besu or Arogwe Besu. Arogbo had to go back to Baram to go and install the Besu again, activate it back for them. The Besu again, activate it back for them. Yes, because the only people who know about Baram Besu actually are the Arogbo. Yes. That is why they are people are able to the Besu back to Baram. They are able to keep to Omuda. Again, went to Okolo emerged and he was fighting for the Ijaw nation, continuously fighting even today for the Ijaw nation, and needed to activate the traditions of Ijaw land. This was what happened. We've been here since the 6th century, after the death of Christ. And don't be surprised, God gave us this land. God gave us this land. Arabo Kingdom has over 100 communities. Arabo is just the headquarter town. You have Ajapa, you have Apata, you have Ukuba, you have Bolowo, you have Biagbene, you have Adolesemo 1, 2, 3, 4. You have Asere, you have Otuokuku, you have Ukpe, you have Penama. Move this way. You have inside Ogidigba, Ogidigba 1, 2, 3. Then you come out, you have to Patobo, you come this way, you have Amapere. You have New Jerusalem, Arabo Zion there, you have Amapere, you have Agada Bobo, you have the Olomopakol, Indiaye, you have Oriera, you have Awodi Crop, you have the Big Bene. and you continue to go to the various communities under the Agadagba of Arobo. There are over 100 communities. The Agadagba is ruling over about 120 Ijaw communities, Ijaw speaking communities in Ondo State. Yes. And one thing our ancestors did very amazingly for us was the fact that they kept our tradition no matter the distance. We moved all the way from Bayelsa and came here in the 6th century AD. And till date, from generation to generation, we've kept our language, we've kept our traditions, we've kept the gods, we've kept your science, your rules, everything is kept. Me and mama go to pay me, ini kurukuru pay me, popoten pay me, or sign room or sign last and me and mama. And we also know God because the white man came and we also appreciated God. That is what I was saying in the church today. I do God Almighty. I also respect my tradition. That's the way I live. Nobody should tell me that I'm worshiping two gods. It's not your business. I'm not worshiping two gods. I'm worshiping God Almighty. But because He said, respect authority on earth in the Bible, I respect the king. And the king is ruling over this kingdom. Whether we besuka karamani o, arugo pele be besuka karamani. When they me say mo kebro, Jesus Christ obona emu ebe abratwai. He links exactly our tradition to the living God. Why would I respect that kind of instruction? So this is the way I live. Me amame September 28th ladebe. Ama ogeleme, besu ogeleme, okay, my family. I'll come out. And when we come out, the rain will fall. It must fall. And that is one thing God has made possible. The moment we come out in the early hours of September 28th, there must be rainfall. Because Wogela Mema to relate me, Tarabramala Okrigoloa, Eritoro Seide. Because our enemy, this the job of us, the massive majority of the Yoruba nation. It's not easy. It's not at all. It's tough, but God has been faithful. In this state, on those states, the only thing we have not become is the deputy governor and governor. We'll be secretary to government, we'll be attorney general, we are commissioner every time. Been to House of Assembly. I was the 4th Arubojo person to go to House of Assembly. In those state House of Assembly, 2003. My late uncle, Right Honorable Barrister Richard Kalowo, was the first Arubo man to go to the House of Assembly in 1979. And when he got there, when Ekiti and Ondo were together, Awolowo looked at all 66 members and told them, this Ijaw man will be speaker. So out of 66 House of Assembly members, one Ijaw man, 65 Yoruba people. The late Chief Obafemi Awolowo looked at him, a very handsome, polished, quiet lawyer. He looked at him, finest, elegant man. That God raised another young man, Barrister Ijaw Kemebradigha, who today, in the whole of this country, one Ijaw man, this Arubo, is the national vice chairman, the whole of the southwest of APC, the ruling party. And Arubo man is the national vice chairman for the whole southwest, the 6 states of the southwest. And the first national chairman of NECO. He was attorney general, he was commissioner for justice, he was commissioner for works, he was commissioner for lands and housing, he was secretary to government of Ondo State. So God has been so faithful to us as Ijaw people that when we see our brothers come in anytime, this is an Ijaw town that you will travel over 3 to 4 states that whenever you come here, as you are moving, you can, by the right, you see people speaking Ijaw language, you can hear. Kalau apa is of you, Koso is of you, Europe of you, Norway of you, Myanmar. And this type of distance, all these years, without losing our tongue, it's a wonderful gift and miracle only from God Almighty. He kept us here. He didn't just keep us, He kept us a war God. Yes, to protect us, protect your nation, put us here as the last frontiers, the last barrack of the Ijaw nation. And we are alert to our responsibilities. We know why God has brought us here. I will not disappoint Him and our nation. But the Yoruba people that we are brothers with, they've also received us. They've seen us over time as brothers. Sometimes they vote for us. They pick us over their brothers because they can see quality. But we also will send the best among us to compete with them anytime, any day. So I want to thank you. You are welcome home. You are here. Our king, you know him. It's Imperial Majesty Barrister Zygios Dobra Ebu KB Kuku the third. He has gathered back of our own. He's still a practicing lawyer. His law firm is still operational in Akure with people, lawyers taking care of his briefs and everything. He's still guiding them. He's very still active. He's a lawyer. His law firm is still in operation. Yes. At some point in this state, he was the most senior chief magistrate before he retired and became the Agadaga. These are some of the things we consciously do to make sure that we are protected, we are alert, we know why God has placed us here. So when we see you coming from Bayelsa Rivers Delta anytime, we are very happy. We are very glad to receive our brothers and sisters whenever they come in. The people we see regularly among us are our brothers from Paramatu. They are always here, and we always go to them. We are same blood. We are all from the Ogrosawe lineage. Some people call their last name here in Arogu. The people from Agogo, they will say, "Oh, Beki Atarata, Beki Asonata." Yes, it's true. But the Beki they are calling, that ancestor they are calling, was not even buried there. It was buried at Okebo. That's when we were in the Paramatu territory before we moved this way. And we moved this way in the 6th century. So we are an ancient people, very ancient people. But we are not here alone. We also have our brothers, the Akoi people, who also moved from Bayelsa. The Akoi people are here. They are upland. Their communities are landed. 9 communities. This symbolic Ijaw thing, Senabri, 9 quarters. The Akoi people are also, though most of them speak the Yoruba language now because they were very close to the Yoruba language. As we protected ourselves against that assimilation, the Akoi people, maybe their ancestors allowed it. From what we've seen, a lot of them, but they know they are Ijaw people. They know they are from Bayelsa State. They know they are from the Akoi sector of Southern Ijaw. They know their ancestors. They go to INC. They do in fact, they do INC elections. They represent Ijaw nation anywhere. Yes, so they do everything. They, from the Western zone here, the Akoi people here will go to Bayelsa for INC elections, win elections. They select them. Their traditional rulers are part of the Ijaw traditional rulers council. So it's not only the Akoi people, the Akoi people too. They are Kalasue. The Kalasue of Akoi. The Kalasue of Akoi. Yes, Kalasue happened to be a very old ancient stool in the Ijaw nation. The Akoi people are the people who still hold that title. Their current king, the Kalasue, is a professor. Yes, he was my lecturer in the university in 1991. Was my lecturer. He is the Kalasuri of our land now. So we are doing our best. We are uniting as brothers, even here. We don't have other people. They moved from Bayelsa. They didn't come with us to the Rosa section. They came to Okumu. Yes, the present day Okumu, where they have the oil, the palm oil mill and all that. That is where they came. They settled at Okumu for about 85 years before they moved this way because of the census crisis with the Benin. This was how they moved down and came to settle here. They have their 9 iconic Ijaw communities here. All of them, Ijaw names. Kribo, that was the first community of the Afro. Kribo, Ibotu, Sabome, Igbekebo, the same Igbekebo that you have in Delta, Igbekebo, they have it here. It's the local government headquarters. Yes, you have Ikobini. You have in Nikurua, the same Nikurua you have there, they are here in our voice. You have in Nikurua. You have Oboro, the same Oboro you have in Delta, they have it here. So this is why some of us are very elated when we see our people. When you come, if there was time, I would have called the Kalasuri of our boy, drive down and go and play with him even for 2-3 hours, some other time. When you come, I'll tell them. So we have to also go to their point, not just come to Arugo and stop. Arugo is common knowledge. Everybody almost knows Arugo. But most people don't know about our boy brothers. Are hearing, but they don't know. So we need to help. As Arugo people, we need to move people to our point, to know them, so you can have it. Yes. So whether it's from Gribo, is just my cousin here. From Gribo, it's from our point here. He will also tell you that it's an Ijaw boy from here. The Sahara reporters guy is from here. It's my brother. It's an Ijaw boy from here. A lot of them, the Soares, there are many. A lot of them lawyers, people already activists doing what they're doing, fighting for the country. It's an Ijaw man. He knows. He has also said it on TV before that it's an Ijaw person that they moved from Bayelsa. He knows.